on the airwaves and on their screens.
So does Dagi need to know when we start? Ama he'll just have to
I
figure
think
it
he'll
out.
just, he knows what to do. I think as we just play our part, he'll play his part.
Inshallah.
It shall be well.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'd like to formally
Mm-hmm.
and welcome you to the Date Night Show.
Mm-hmm.
Can I say it's been a while? I'm being myself.
No, I don't feel like it.
For real.
Yeah. We went on date night together. But you know what?
When?
Like 2 Thursdays ago?
When?
2 Thursdays ago.
Are you sure? I don't believe you.
What do you mean you don't believe me?
I don't believe you.
But we went and then Westgate didn't happen, remember?
Yeah, so it's been how many weeks since date night happened?
2, I feel.
Huh?
2.
What do you mean?
Because if it's 3, I'll just be like, what?
We'll check if you can see us on video. But you know
That's what I'm trying to do.
It's really cute though.
What?
Like Java love.
No. Love that Java love. Like their Java coffee, their Java tea. Let me tell you, those are the things that warm my heart when I come to Java. It's always something warm that I want to have. Just feel cozy and all nice and warm. Like, you know, like you said, that Java love.
Well, my Java love is in your hands, but I like chicken quesadilla.
Yeah.
I like this is a simple chocolate chip cookie. Like they have a chocolate chip cookie, and like the signatures, of course, like the dawa. You know.
Yeah.
Like Java bila dawa is like not Java.
Love me some Java dawa.
But you know, like it's been a journey to get to this point.
Yeah, it has. It really, really has.
Now you're on your phone and you're on a date. You see, this
I
is
was just
bad.
taking
This is
it
bad.
live. Here
No,
we
this is
are.
bad.
No, what do you mean?
You can't be you can't be on a date on your phone.
I had to check if we were live, and yes, we are looking good.
Okay.
And we are posted. It's such an amazing date night spot. Let me tell you.
Why is this a good date night spot?
This is a great date night spot. We haven't even told you guys which Java we're at. I'm sure you can see the logo here. Yeah, but I'm sure.
For our safety.
What do you mean?
It's for our safety. Don't come, please. Just watch us at home.
Please come, guys.
No.
So
watch from home and order.
We have the Java logo
cake.
here.
It's so nice.
Yeah. And I'm sure you guys can tell that we are at Java, but which one? Which one? So the beauty about this Java is that I feel you have the best of both worlds. If you are a sweet tooth, if you're a savory tooth, salty, whatever, spicy, they got you covered. So you have Cookito, you have Planet Yogurt, and you have Java. So you got 3 of them in one spot. So if you're feeling fancy, you could have like a nice 3-course meal is what I'm calling it. So you could start off with something at Java, get you your starter, could be, you know, a nice samosa. You know how big their samosas are?
So big.
Yeah, so, or a nice samosa, and then you can now come to Cookito and decide, you know what?
You know what I want though?
I want like a burger.
Yogurt.
Yeah, I was getting
when's the
there.
last time you had Planet
Yeah, I was getting there. So, and then you finish off with Planet Yogurt. Froyo, as we used to call it.
You know, we are the content creators that Ruto was talking about.
Yeah, look
we
at
are
us.
Young content creators.
Yes.
Wanting to make so much money that the government gets a chance to tax us, you know, the 15% that they duly deserve.
Right.
But if I'm getting paid, you know what, I will share with the government. If the government wants to throw me some work, you know, hey, you can give me work and tax me at the same time. I don't know how it works, but like if the government gives you work, do you still have to pay tax?
Yeah, definitely.
Cool. Yeah, you guys send us work.
Yeah. But you gotta pay your tax.
Live on YouTube.
We are live
Facebook, live
everywhere.
On Twitter. In fact, people are watching.
Nice. Yeah. We are live everywhere.
The quality. You can see with the lighting is nice.
Yeah, we need to buy
the lighting is nice. This lighting is so nice.
I'd love to buy lights.
And then, you know,
let me tell you, lighting
people will never see or understand, but it's a Dagi effect.
Yeah, it is. Dagi pulls up.
We could have started Dagi.
We got everything on lock. Shout out to Dagi, man. He is right here and he's creating content. Yani ako tu hapo nyuma anafanya work. So shout out Dagi, man.
So there's a problem.
What is the problem?
Sisi with the different type of content creators, tunanga content learn,
We just roll with
we're
it.
just winging it.
Yeah, we just go with it. Just go with the
We're
vibes.
just winging it. So I guess,
Yeah.
what are we gonna talk about today?
Today,
Yeah, because I can definitely talk about today.
hey, there's so many things we could talk about. The government. We
I
could talk
know,
about
everybody talks about
We could
that.
talk about our careers, our brands, how it is living on this earth, and trying to make it out here in life.
Unajua uchumi ni mbaya.
And unasema make it out here.
Uchumi ni mbaya.
Ni mbaya sana. Let me tell you, prices of salt goes up, and you know it. You know how salt always remained like the same price.
Okay, so lakini Matchbox ilipanda price.
Mimi najua tu kila kitu imepanda price.
Matchbox imepanda price.
Kienda tu kila mahali imepanda
Yeah.
everything. So I definitely feel the pain.
You
I
feel the
feel like
pain.
I think we should play Inoma or something.
Because you're feeling the pain.
You know?
I think there's only one thing we should really talk about.
What?
How you're so sad at how people are talking to you these days.
Oh, let me tell you.
You're sad that people are talking to you these days.
Not these days, but there was a certain person that I spoke to maybe like 2 days ago.
Okay.
And then I spoke to her today, and it was the same thing. So I was like, wait, I'm not the problem, am I?
But you know you could be the problem.
For real?
Yeah.
What you mean? I'm open to hearing.
Remember, like when you wanted to interview Sakaja, and Sakaja's office said that it's a dream, like
Yeah.
you're not there yet. So maybe the time of maybe you're just not there yet.
What do you mean I'm just not there
You don't
yet?
even guys.
I am Sonia Pinto,
But like-
and I love it here for me.
But like
And I
I'm just
love
saying, like,
where
but she
Mugai
but
is.
she doesn't think you're good enough to interview.
I think I'm good enough to
Whatever it
interview
is.
anybody, and it just takes time to get there. But I feel like my list of people I've interviewed, y'all could come with me. My list is long and it's beautiful,
No, but like, but it's,
and it's gonna get
But like
me
if-
to where I need
but
to,
like
be able to
I don't,
interview.
I spend some time, not too much time.
Mm-hmm.
But like, I've been seeing something about Kibe. He was saying that, the people have been saying that he was denied access to meeting Sauti Sol. So I feel like maybe like some people decide who, like Nashinsky doesn't do interviews. So depend like see for like just I guess we just have to accept.
No, because if we just accepted a lot of things, then life would just pass you by. Like you just accept. Like me, I'm just the person who accepts. Like I try, and then I just accept. So you just keep trying. And if your dreams are not big enough, then they're not big. Like I'm dreaming small, my dear. But I just feel like for me, one thing that I do like practice is just trying, and I believe that you'll definitely get that interview and then some.
Yeah, but like, okay, I agree.
Because like if I listen to everybody, just really have to give up. I'll still not be out here trying and pushing, And that's the beauty about it. Is that every day that you wake up, you have two options. Utala ama utaamka na utafanya kazi.
Very good person. I guess you train yourself, train your mind. It's like so it's not something you have to practice or something you have to.
It's both. Even when you're not feeling good or you're having a really bad day, then you have to sort of like push yourself to a point where it's practice, and then it becomes a part of your lifestyle. It's just like training. You have to practice. It takes 21 days to build the habit.
So
And
did
then,
you go to the gym today?
no, I didn't, and I don't feel bad about it because I went yesterday, and I feel like I've been going. So I was just like, you know what? Sometimes it's good to just listen to your body, relax. And I'm glad I slept. Like after my show, I was like, I'm just gonna go home and knock out. Yeah.
How's the show coming along? Like, I feel like since the last date night we had,
Mm-hmm.
it's been interesting in the sense of you're having more people on the show. So before,
Yeah.
oh, you know, it's too early, and now it's like so it's not too early anymore, or what changed? Because the show's
Yeah.
so I guess what did you change? Did the show change? What changed?
So it was first, my
Or what's going
mentality
on?
had to first change. It all had to start in my mind because I remember when we spoke about the 5 a.m. club.
You
It was good.
talking,
When I spoke about it, I was reading this book called The 5 a.m. Club, and I thought that I was gonna, convert quite quick. But it took time, and my mindset definitely had to change. And also the approach that I was taking had to change. I was asking people who I knew wouldn't be able to make it at that time, and then thought about the people who could come in at that time, like people who usually wake up early. So that changed, and conversation had to change, my topics, and it was a lot of
You're
growth.
still doing like the news and the Gazette stuff.
Yeah, I did
Okay.
news today and my words of the days,
Okay.
my sharing
Yeah.
and my vocabulary building session. Yeah, but it's great. It's great. What about you? How's your 254 Express?
Tomorrow I have Zeman on the show.
I
I'm so excited to hear about him. I feel like there's a journey, and I'd like to know what the journey was.
Yeah.
I had Ndovuku the second time,
Mhm.
so it was nice catching up with him. I feel like if I could, I wouldn't do it without interviews. Like there's no
Yeah, I
point.
hear you.
Like for me, if there's no interview, then I don't want.
Yeah.
Because there's so many guys out there, and I want to be able to interact and get to know them. Because like an interview for me, how we get to know each other. Like I'm not gonna meet you in the studio because I'm not making music.
Yeah.
So I feel like if I'm able to find guys and just like their music, I'd want to interview them. But
Yeah.
I don't want to just interview them. Because like now, I thought I was helping someone and like giving them a chance, and I feel like they just misused this interview thing. Because I feel like there's interviews because you're helping people, and then there's interviews because you're just doing them for the sake.
For the sake of it.
So I feel like
Yeah.
there's also an important balance in, are you just doing interviews for the sake? Because you can do quantity, but me, I want quality.
Okay.
Like I want to sit down with someone for an hour at least and get to know them, who they are, play a bit of their music. But like that's an hour. That's a lot of time to spend with someone. So it also has to be intentional, because I don't want to sit there and be not interested. Like the day someone was like scheduled, like I'm not feeling like I want to go home, and it's good. I do what I want to do in a way or in a sense. So it's like I don't want to force myself to do an interview if I don't have to. I want to fall in love with someone's music and be like, yo, tell me about you and your music.
Yeah, that's incredible. I hear you on that, and I like that approach that you're taking. Me, I'm just like, bring the businesses right on to me,
Why do you think it's important to interview businesses though?
because I feel like as
Even with
much.
actors, there's a reason you're interviewing actors, but people don't know. So I guess why businesses?
So I decided to just try something different. Like a lot of business owners and goers wake up so early in the morning and they're out here hustling and they're grinding and they're getting their work on social media, but nobody's giving them a platform on air. Really, like we get the ads that people are paying. Why not get to sit down to probably the founder, get to understand, the story behind the business. So that's why I decided to do businesses and actors and actresses. It's because they're not given the spotlight. Like I just read it, and even every time I interview them, they're just like, oh my God, thank you so much. Like I rarely get called for interviews, you know. So I just want to be able to shed light onto those people that we probably about is switching your perspective, Kidogo, learn something as well. And if you even tuned into the Woman Takeover Wednesday show, let me tell you, yesterday's show was so fire, so much.
Wait, so okay, you've been talking about this interview so much. Oh, this interview, this, oh, this interview, that, oh, this interview, this.
Yeah.
Is it recorded?
Yes, I
Like,
think I did.
can it be uploaded?
Yeah, because
Okay.
I had the camera on me the whole time,
Okay.
and it was just a wholesome conversation. I feel like I learned so much
Mm.
about like my female body and things that usually happen that we don't talk about.
Yeah.
Like why do I have to go through these things to learn about them?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Sam is saying Nikupeleke Java to
Kahawa, Tuki Zuba, Duba. Love that song. Yeah, we should definitely play that.
Fadi is saying we're not clearly paying your connection, so we're checking our connection.
Yeah.
Let us know if you can catch us. You're catching us live on 254 Radio.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to really thank someone.
Mm-hmm.
Besides God, I have to thank Java because in the streets they like to say nilikuingiza na date night because it's kind of how we formed our working relationship.
Yeah.
And it's actually because of date night that we did the first, like we smashed because of date night. True.
Well,
No, it was date night. I mean, anyway,
yeah,
but
the laundry has been aired out now.
so, but like it's been many date nights.
Yeah.
So and then like also it was like you were like my best friend's ex, and like my best friend's all protect his ex from like 10 years ago, and it's like, bro, she doesn't miss you. But like, we've been to different places.
Yeah.
And like we finally have like a brand who's like, okay, cool, we see what you guys are trying to do. I feel like I'd love the journey to be understood a bit better.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
And
because like for you, even when I reached out to you, I thought, okay, I need someone who can go to different places and go just show people date night spots, because I feel like there is a need for date nights, and
there
like
is.
the sound might not be amazing, but like it's like you on a date, like you said, you're around other people.
Yeah.
So when you're around other people, of course, like there's gonna be them talking. Like on Sunday we went somewhere and there's people sitting next to us, and they were having their conversation. So I feel like it's nice to give people an idea of what you could do on a date, what you could have, what you could spend. Because I feel like as a man, one of the biggest pressures of a date is the cost of the date.
That's true.
That's why I'm saying thank you, Java.
Yeah.
But I guess like date night's been an interesting journey for me. But I guess what's your take on the date night journey so far?
It's been a journey. Let me tell you, a lot of ups, a lot of downs. As you can imagine, dates are usually like, you go to a great date and then you might go to a date and, you guys end up arguing. So like, it was just...
I remember when we used to have the banner. We used to have a banner. We used to around with
we used to have a banner.
You know when people like talking they'd be like, what is that? Like, now they're looking at us, but like, they're like, oh, it's a radio. Okay.
Yeah. But at least now they can see the lights and, like, geese over here making us look professional. It's like, oh my God.
The doggy element elevates the whole thing.
It
makes you look so professional. Like, hi, Imungai. But I feel like it takes a long time to be able to show or do something like this, because the proof of concept takes a long time.
And we've also like grown, like from our first date nights to now.
Video? Was there video?
There was no video.
Did you even consider video?
We did consider video
because we had so many videos.
Until we realized people wouldn't get it until they watch us.
Exactly.
And we show them and take them through this journey.
Like, imagine listening to it. Some people got it, but then there's a whole faculty like, okay, what is this?
Yeah.
There's people who actually like would loyally listen.
Which is amazing. Shout out to you guys, by the way.
And like with the bad quality, they'd be like, yo, we're listening to date night. We're listening to date night.
And
like,
vibes.
And we have a highlight. Like, you could go back so far deep and see like for so long.
We've been at this, for a minute. I want to thank you for reaching out. He's on reached out and he told me about this show, and I was like, this is pretty interesting. And we should definitely showcase all the different variety of restaurants in KE. And
so I like this spot specifically because they have three things. They have the Java, and Java has pizza allegedly. I don't know if you can hear me, Mercy, but I want to try the Java pizza. The Java pizza must be like, I haven't tried it yet. I'm hoping that by the time this date night thing is over, that I get a chance to try the Java pizza. But I definitely like the fact that you can have Java, you can have Cookito. Cookito has amazing deals like burger deals, like for 20. They have
Chicken
bhajias,
deals.
which is one of my most favorite things in the world.
Yeah.
So you can get bhajias from Kukito as well. They have good dope deals.
Get your cuckoo on.
And then they also have Planet Yogurt, which I have not had since I was a kid at the junction. So, like the fact that I could possibly have some froyo today is
froyo.
Like I'm melting in my mouth.
Yeah, I hear you. Like when I was shooting content, I went to the froyo section and I was seeing the goodies, and I was just like, man, you know, when you have a sweet tooth, it's quite interesting. I have both though, like savory and sweet, and that's what this spot covers. Like it has you covered.
I feel like I'm gonna get water. I'm gonna get my coffee. I'm gonna get
everything you want in one place. Yeah, it's incredible. It's dope.
I love social media, but I also hate social media. So I feel like I don't know, like communication is getting jacked up.
Yeah.
So for example, there's a certain like alcohol brand, and this alcohol brand, they have a campaign going on, and the campaign is all about you can probably access a camera without
I wanted to go live a bit, but anyway.
But they have a campaign about spice and stuff.
Yeah.
So there's a song that I love that's like all about spice and stuff. So I was like, yo, let me hit up the artist, be like, yo, let's probably like do something. It's like I was overthinking. I was like, it's probably possible to do a deal where we could sing or like use the song or like do something.
Add it into.
So I thought the best way to discuss this would be in person in a meeting. So I sent a DM. I said, hey, actually I sent an email because I thought email is like professional. Like I want to reach out on a personal tip. So I said, hey, we'd love to have an in-person meeting with you to discuss an opportunity. I didn't say what it was because also the deal's not like finalized. Yeah. So it's like something that is cooking. So
still,
it's like,
it still works.
So I don't want to also like gas someone up.
Yeah.
I'd hate that to be done to me. So they reached out and I said, busy blase. So response is, yes, we can meet, but I can't come to you. I was like, okay. And I was like, I'm looking for a way to give you money. Like, you can't come to Thika Road is pathetic for me. It's like, you could make maybe 100,000 to 1 million shillings. Like, guaranteed you make between 100,000 and 1 million shillings. Yeah. But like, you see coming to the office, which is you 254, as something that's too much. Like, I'm at least say you want to have a Zoom meeting. Don't say I'm not coming to Thika Road.
Yeah, I hear you. Yeah, like you completely exit. You're like, I'm not coming.
So
no alternative.
I said maybe I could make the song or another song.
Yeah, which you can.
Which I could. So it's like, and I feel like sometimes when one door closes, you have to just see another door. Because it's like, it's not the end world.
Yeah. And you can't limit yourself to just somebody who said no. And if you still want to go ahead and do it, and there are means of you doing it, then you should go out there and do it. Because one thing I learned in life is you can't rely on people. Like, let me tell you, there's a time I relied on someone to do something for our event, and then I realized, I should have just done it myself. Like, last minute, I'm the one who's outsourcing all these things that you said you'd be able to do. So I relied on you. I took your word for it. I trusted in you, and you completely let me down. So that's when I learned. I really had a really hard time with that, but I definitely believe that, hey, if somebody ain't gonna do it, you gotta do it.
I have had an ex who's like a serial cheater, but like there's nothing worse than the character development of events. Like events have the biggest character development of all time.
Yeah.
Like, bro, like you can plan everything and then the one thing you didn't plan just happened. So it's always something or another thing. It's crazy because it's like events just, I've lost friends, I've lost money, all sorts of things. I feel like events is just, it's a humbling experience.
Yeah.
And we have an event coming up and I'm back to like being stressed about an event again,
Yeah, back to being stressed. I feel like you have to keep doing it to understand how to do it. Because I feel like with every event,
isn't that life?
Yeah, exactly. And with the event,
so if you choose events life, that's what you have to do.
Yeah, that's what you have to do. And you just have to accept you probably will bitch the whole entire time, but like you just accept that this is the mountain you decided to carry, and you gotta see it through. And with every event, if they're all different, like different themes, different locations, you're gonna deal with different problems. You know, it's not gonna be the same if it was in the same environment, you know, same theme. So I feel like it's great that we have diverse types of like events that we carry out through. I feel like because it's just showcasing the different Kenyan ways to market.
So you know,
I mean,
80 people signing up for an
and
event, like perform at an event.
Yeah.
And that's really dope. Because then it's like the world, how many dope people are out there.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's what we've been trying to do this whole time.
Exactly.
Yo, check all these people who are there. Because it's so,
Yeah.
I'm sure.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's incredible how it's growing. You know, the Gengetone music has recognized out there for a Grammy.
So
Yeah.
Before a lot of international music was like put into one category at the Grammys.
Yeah.
So they were competing against, you know, the world.
The world.
I think the category might even be world music. So this year they've added an African music category.
Yeah.
So now it's just solely for African music.
Which is, I feel like a step at least.
Oh, definitely.
Like in the right way,
Yeah,
and
it
it's
means that
recognition and
African music is gonna get recognized.
yeah, which is what we need. Yeah, let me tell you guys, it's these small milestones that
For sure.
are just it for me, and also for anybody out there listening. Like it's those small milestones. Imagine even just waking up and going to work was all you needed to do just to get a step closer to your dream. So yeah.
Do you have a favorite song right now? And it cannot be
too easy.
Yeah, but do you have a favorite Kenyan song right now?
A favorite Kenyan
and
song.
It cannot
right
be
now.
too easy. Is what I was saying.
You put me on the spotlight with this one. Because there's
The whole
been
point.
so much music out there. Flyer has a new song.
Okay. You gonna play some Flyer?
Yeah, let's
So,
play some
for the
Flyer.
world. I have like the biggest crush on Flyer. Like pause. Like not like that. Like I'm in love with his music. But like for you, I guess why should everybody in the world who's listening right now know about Flyer?
Because he has a different sound. He's the first person my head just thought about, and I was just like, okay, Flyer. He's upcoming, and he has a different sound. He talks about things that are happening, and it's just interesting. He has this little his endings are so interesting with the voiceovers and. So I just think he's very cool. He's different, and yeah, guys should definitely listen. But you know what? You should play though that Sauti Soul song as well, Java.
Lazizi?
Yeah.
Okay. I think we start with Lazizi, and then get into the proper music break.
Yeah.
Okay. Guys, so listen to Radio 254. This is Date Night. Live from Java. Live on location. And thank you so much for listening. We do appreciate you. I'm trying to get the whole internet thing to do its thing. So give us a second. I've got songs queued up, but I wanna. Lazizi is one of them.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to figure out how to get the music to play as it needs to be. So.
Holidays, cool. Guys, we are live on location and amazing. I love that. It's a very cold, chilly day, but it's been dope, and I've had an amazing Thursday. But you know, I realized it's already Thursday.
It's over.
Bro, but true. But I just don't know. It's going so fast.
So, come on. Mwaka imeisha.
Goals to Konazo na tumekuwa tukitick out one by one. We've just been ticking them off the list one by one, and it's been dope though.
Nasikia unaolewa. Ulipata mtu?
Nilipata mtu. Imeenda, as they said. Hashtag imeenda. Yeah, man. I am getting married.
The streets miss you.
Oh, I don't know. Miss the streets. And even when I was at this, I used to chill by Cabro there. Like I was
without man, I'm drinking beers.
Of course, we would definitely share it here as one of the helps. You know.
Sasa tunakunywa Java. This is Soul. That's easy. Hang on. Sorry for.
Ski.
Tukunywa Java. Playing actually.